Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Star Wars Stuff Podcast. My name is David,
I'm Mary.
and this is where we talk all things Star Wars. And before we get started, I'd love to thank all of our awesome top tier Patreon supporters out there that support the podcast every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. These
It's a
past
lot of
8 years.
days.
Yeah, it's a lot of support. Liam
Yeah.
Cowan, Kevin Leininger, Devin McCaffrey, Zach Netzel, Maya Morris, Adam Haber, Front Row King, Cam from Indiana,
Some lady we know.
some random lady, Mariana.
Who is that?
I don't the great
Yeah, I don't know
Patreon
her.
supporter.
Oh.
Rest Jedi 27, Alex Blundell, Indiana Solo, and BC Doomit. Thank you so much. Also, check out Legion Sabers. We will be at their booth at Level Up Con in Vegas. So you can catch me and Mary there. We're going to have stickers for you. You can talk to us. You can tell us how great the podcast is or how bad the podcast is.
No, don't tell me that. I'll cry. Please
Direct
don't tell
all
me. I'll
that
cry.
to me, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You can tell
legionsabers.com. You can get 15% off. Anything there. They got lightsabers, necklaces, accessories for lights. Check them out. They're really cool. They're branching out. Their advertising is getting funnier and funnier as it goes on. And I've talked to the owner, and he told me that he was aiming for something along those lines. And yeah, check them out. legionsabers.com. Use the code stuff at checkout, 15% off. All right. So Mary has not given her thoughts on this trailer that we waited so long for.
So long. Sorry, guys.
And
I was sick.
Mary
for a
took
while.
down all these notes about the trailer. We're gonna
How
go
dare
in
you.
blind,
How dare
and she's
you.
gonna tell us everything that she loves, likes, hates, and is neutral about. All right.
Oh my
What did you
gosh.
love about the trailer, Mary?
That it actually exists. I dropped one. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Okay, so I've been sick for a while. That's where I've been. And also my day job has been very busy. So I apologize, guys. So my voice does still sound a little off, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm doing the thing. So I'll start with the fact that I love that we even got a trailer. We were so worried. I was really worried that there would be nothing, that what we got at Super Bowl was it. That like Disney and everyone kind of just, said, we'll rely on it being Star Wars. So I'm just happy we got it. Like, I could have just said something.
I know, right?
David just
Everyone
randomly
does that on the
texted me.
podcast. Just so you know, all the listeners out there, the thing I just did was I texted Mary when I just told her. Because she was a little far away from her mic, so you couldn't really hear her as well as I think maybe you can hear me. So
Yeah.
I don't know the thing about your mic. I don't know if you've looked it up, but James told me about my mic that you have to speak a certain way into it, and it's an
Is it
XLR
like
connection.
it's this, huh? Does that sound better?
Probably. I don't know. I'm not
So I
familiar with
don't
that
know if
mic,
it's
but
like
I think the closer you are, the
Look
better
at-
you sound.
like this,
Yeah,
like that. How about
yeah, yeah. Like
There we
almost in
go.
your mouth.
that?
So yeah, you are recovering. You
Jeez
were sick, so
Yeah.
you weren't on the podcast. You lost your voice.
I
You
did.
do a lot of speaking, so
I do a
gave
lot
you
of speaking.
I gave you last Sunday off.
He really
Turned in
did.
your
That was the funny
PTO.
part. I
Yeah.
said, where's HR? How do I file for sick time for this?
Yeah,
week?"
we actually do have an HR department, and I've been written up twice in like the past month. So
We
yeah.
both have.
yeah,
Maybe that's what we should do for our Patreons, like our top tier Patreons. They get to be a part of our group chat and get to witness
Oh,
all
gosh.
the HR complaints.
oh man, I don't know if that's gonna work, but Optimus Prime 123 on YouTube says hi.
Hi.
Blue versus Cool Kid VR says hi.
Hi.
I don't know if I can
You're
read
going
this
down
next
the
one.
line.
And straight to the HR department's squid ink pasta. So yeah, what are your thoughts and feelings about the trailer? We know we waited a long time for it.
We
You saw
did.
it. You just saw
I
it
saw it.
before the podcast.
I did. I
And what
watched
was
it
your
when it
first
dropped.
remark?
Okay. So when I watched it when it first dropped, I thought, okay, we got something. Thank the maker, right? Um, was it everything I wanted? Absolutely not. But was I super happy with it? Yeah. I think a big thing for me was I was just excited we got more movement. We got more scenes. We have a better idea. I think the first thing I thought is, why are we seeing Mando without his helmet on? Like it was the biggest plot point of what, season 3 or season 2? He went through this whole journey
Yeah,
to get
there's a
his
whole big
helmet back
controversy
on.
about that. Pedro Pascal allegedly wasn't happy about not showing his face,
Yeah,
and
but he
that
was
was like a
hardly in
big like.
the suit.
Yeah, that was a big like rumor fest, and people shot it down and said no way, no how. And then someone came back and said, "Yeah, there's actually truth to that." And it's like, well, it's not as overblown as people were making it sound like. But I mean, it's part of the story. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
part of the Children of the Watch or whatever, you can't take your helmet off, and that was kind of the thing. I mean, but there's like creative ways to still show his face. You know, I mean, they could work it in, but of course, it's a very tight 30-minute show.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was longer than that. But
Well, I thought they did a good job with that in the first season when he's like dying and IG-88 is like, "Well, I'm not a living being." And we got to see his face, right? Like they could do a little bit
you know,
more with that kind of thing. Um I think the whole reason they went down that journey of like he needs to put his helmet back on, he needs to go through this really dangerous process to regain the right to do that, um, was because Pedro was not available. Because wasn't he shooting The Last of Us at that time? And I'm sure Fantastic Four at some point. He's
yeah, for
literally in
season
everything.
one, I don't think he was shooting The Last of Us. For season one, that was filmed like in 2018 or the beginning of 2019.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure what he was involved in at that time. I don't think he wasn't as big as he became yet.
No.
But I think
Well,
Lateef Crowder and Brendan
yes.
Wayne, the other guys that are in the Din Djarin Mandalorian suit, they were there since the beginning.
Who
And
will be at Rebel
also,
Scum Con
yeah,
if you guys
they
want
will
to
be
meet them.
there.
Fun fact: Brendan Wayne is John Wayne's grandson.
Yep, great
Hollywood
grandson,
great grandson. Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Meet some Hollywood royalty.
Yeah. He did a live stream for Rebel Scum Con, and it was very, very cool, very off the cuff, very informative. And he said some things that he wasn't supposed to say, and I got to hear him. And I
Love
may
a
have
good
said some of
spoiler.
them on the podcast. Yeah. Yeah, Travis Mitchell on YouTube says, good afternoon, guys. How's it going, Travis?
Hey, Travis.
Nice of you to join us. Lost my
So
train of thought.
we were talking about Brendan Wayne and him
Okay,
spilling the
yeah, Brendan
beans.
Wayne, Lateef Crowd. Okay, yeah, so they were there in the beginning, and I don't know what the percentage was that Pedro was in the suit, but of course Brendan came up with like the whole like swagger that Mando has when he walks into the room. Lateef that does all of the stunts, all the he's a martial artist, so
Yeah,
it's like
all the fight
when
scenes.
was Pedro in the suit?
when his helmet was off. That's it.
Possibly.
He was I think he was just in the voice recording most of the time. I don't know. Narcos was way before because that's where I got. Okay,
Narcos.
I got introduced to Pedro via Buffy.
Whoa.
Buffy season 1. No, season 2. They went to college. Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
And he caught your eye then?
Oh yeah, I remember. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Oh, this guy's good," and stuff. And then forgot about him. Obviously, Buffy was early 90s, early 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember I was little. I remember Channel 5 Thursday
Yeah,
nights. I'd
the
watch
WB.
Buffy, WB, and then afterwards I'd watch Angel. That's what I remember. But I remember seeing him on there and I was like, he's cute. And then, and I think I had to been in like the fifth or sixth grade. And then shows up again on Narcos. And I was like, no way is that the same dude. Looked it up. Of course, it's the same dude. But I don't
Wow.
think Narcos and season one lined up. I think Narcos was way before.
Yeah, and he was also
But,
on Game of Thrones too, and he had a
oh,
very
Oberyn
cool character. Yeah, Oberyn Martell, and
of
very,
Dorne.
very gruesome demise.
Dude, why have I learned so much of the world of Westeros in the last 2 months?
Well,
Anyone
because
out
they,
there watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms or was watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms, shoot me a message on Instagram. I've got lots to say. Maybe we'll do a Patreon episode of just Game of Thrones. It'll be
yeah, yeah, definitely. If we have
Star
some
Wars
time
in
to do that.
Westeros.
Yeah, I mean, some of those crew members out there, I'm pretty sure have worked on Star Wars.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to this trailer. What did you love about it?
Um, I love the action sequence. I love the music with it. I loved getting to so the one thing I always loved about Star Wars is new creatures all the time. New aliens, new characters, things like that. I was always that kid who would like check out all the different characters in the background just because they were all so different. And I think we're getting a lot of that in this trailer with like the fight sequences. We're getting old characters that were like kind of throwaway characters, like the chessboard and stuff. And like, I don't know if you
Mhm.
guys said it when you guys were doing your live, but did you catch the arena is the chessboard?
Yeah, and that's tricky because it could be too much on the nose, but then again, I don't know. Maybe there's some significance there that
Maybe
it
that's how they
really.
created the game.
Maybe that's like the setup for the arena floors or something. I don't know. And it just so
Hmm.
happens to be like chess. I don't know. Maybe we'll get an explanation. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But
No.
I love that little aspect of it. I didn't catch it until someone said something about it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's interesting."
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that at that moment, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm digging it.
It's that
So
life imitates art and art imitates life
yeah,
situation.
it's that whole like meta type thing almost that people
Yes.
refer to, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it works. After all this time thinking about the trailer and psychoanalyzing everything, I'm like, yeah, I think it works. It doesn't. It's not too in your face.
Yeah. I
It's just
agree.
enough of like a almost like a little wink, a little bit.
Yeah. The other thing that stood out to me overall in the trailer is that Grogu is cute to me again. I had kind of forgot. I kind of pushed him out of my mind. I was like, whatever and stuff. It's been a long time. I haven't connected with this character. So I
Mhm.
lost how much I thought he was cute and adorable. And then after this trailer, I was like, oh no, he's still super cute and adorable even now. And I just kind of instantly fell back into that because now I started remembering all the little cute things he did in the first couple of seasons.
Yeah, the interesting fact to me is how small Grogu is, and he's still believable. People look past the fact that we all know he's a puppet, but he's so
Hmm.
super tiny. And in the trailer, we see him meditating. We see him with a Yoda style cane walking and then swimming, and it doesn't look too ridiculous. And I remember way back in the day,
Where's
of
the
course.
We got to do the Craig.
And then Din Djarin's like right there, and he like lifts him up like nothing.
Yeah.
But I remember back when George Lucas was talking about him adding Yoda into Attack of the Clones and fighting with a lightsaber, and he's like, I'm not sure if this is gonna look totally ridiculous like Kermit the Frog fighting, and it's just not gonna work, and people aren't gonna accept it. But it totally works.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess you can attribute it to the Lucas foresight. I don't know, but yeah, it does work. But
Yeah.
for Grogu to be that small, like a doll,
Yeah.
and to like he hasn't grown at all. He needs
Well,
to
I'm
grow a little
curious
bit
how
more,
much
I think.
time. I'm
Yeah,
curious how much time has because now he's moving a lot more on his own
right.
and stuff. He seems to be a little bit more independent, right? Like he's not.
Yeah,
I know at the very end he jumps in the kid's little cradle and then rockets away, kind of thing. But even before that, like he's walking next to him. Like it seems like he, at least if he hasn't physically grown, he's mentally grown.
yeah.
I'm curious if he's going to speak at the end of this. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think it'll either ruin it, like I think it's too soon. Like I don't need to hear him speak. And here's the thing, I think everyone kind of expects him to speak the same way Yoda did, but Yaddle didn't speak that way. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
Yaddle had like a very like just typical
Yeah,
structured English,
basics.
very kind
He
of
just spoke
airy
regular
kind of
basics.
talking. Yeah, it's Bryce Dallas
Mhm.
Howard that did it.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, what do you think Grogu's gonna sound like, Mary?
I don't know. I think I don't want to know.
Is he gonna have like a
I
deep baritone voice?
no. Ruined it. That would ruin
The
everything.
AI Barry White in there?
Uh, yeah, no. Okay, who would you want to voice Grogu? Because if he's gonna talk, he's got to be voiced by somebody. Who do you think it'll be, or who would you want it to be?
What if they got the kid that plays Aegon from Knights of the Seven Kingdoms?
Dexter,
Yeah.
stop. I'm okay with that. I would
So
love Dexter. Oh,
that would be
salt
cool.
beef.
He is 11 though, so he's getting older.
Yeah, but Grogu's like 60 something, so that's fine.
60
That
something.
balances out.
He's using a cane. He's like 60.
Yeah.
Um
He's
so
Benjamin
yeah,
Buttoning it.
there's much speculation going around with Grogu. What's
Hmm.
going to happen with him? Of course, the obvious is, oh, we're going to get the first words and everything.
Yeah, I just
But
don't think I don't know if they will though. I think they might try to hold on to this. I think this movie will reignite this fandom and create the younger generation of fans. Like Grogu did really great with the younger kids. So let's just do this again with these new younger kids because the original kids are now preteens.
yeah, if there were 7, they're 14 now. So
Correct. Yeah. So it's like
it's
I
they
don't
don't
think
care.
they'll have him talk. I
Probably don't
really
care as
don't think
much.
so.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever hear him actually talk. If we do, it'll be now.
The benefit is if they take the younger kids to go see it, they can come back home and watch 3 seasons worth of Grogu.
Yep. And
And
I'm sure
that'll
that's going to happen.
yeah. Yeah, it's like a gateway to becoming a bigger Star Wars fan. And that's the great thing about Disney Plus for younger audience that I'm jealous of. I didn't have this when I was a kid.
I know. You had to find the VHS at your
Yeah,
local store.
I had to go to Sprint Video or Hastings or
You guys didn't have a
H-
Blockbuster?
HEB Video Central. Not when I was that young. Yeah.
Oh.
Then you had to rent
I
like
always had Blockbuster.
Caravan of Courage and those Ewok movies and yeah.
So, fun fact, at one point, my dad used to work at a local small video rental place. So, every day he would come home with like a new movie and stuff for us to watch. So, it was great. And I think I burnt out at least one Star Wars tape, and it was uh, um, A New Hope from that video store alone. Me alone burnt it out.
Yeah, I've always heard of people burning out their VHSs. I never did.
What?
I mean, I watched movies nonstop, and but I had a Japanese VHS player that was sent from
Fancy.
Japan. Yeah, I still have it. It broke down eventually, but it was like
For
decades.
for people for the younger people out there, a VHS
Oh gosh,
is a square
not
box
do that.
that had tape in it. And you
Oh,
put it in
geez.
a machine and it would play a movie on your TV. And then it went from that to DVDs, and we got Redbox. So Netflix originally would send you a DVD of a movie. It wasn't a streaming service. It would send you a DVD of a movie, and you wouldn't get another movie until you sent that movie back. And if you forgot to send that movie back, they'd charge you $28 for the movie.
Wild times.
I know. I know. And now everything is at your fingertips.
Yeah, wild times. It took forever. Now everything's like really quick. We're getting a new platform and media form like every few years. It seems like.
Yeah. It feels like we're going back to cable though with all these bundles.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, Paramount bought WB. Apparently, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, Netflix bowed out. Said, was it Netflix? Yeah, they bowed out and said financially doesn't make sense for them anymore.
Which I don't know what to think about that, but yeah, Paramount's going to own like everything under HBO, WB, and
wild
cable channels and all kinds of stuff. I'm still trying to process all of that. I'm not sure if that's going to affect Star Wars. To me, what I've heard of the person kind of at the top of it, David Ellison, which he's Larry Ellison's kid. Larry Ellison is the founder of Oracle. He was the richest man on the planet at one point. And then David is his son. And apparently from what I hear great things about David Ellison, how he's really forward thinking and he's into the arts and he's into great art and he's into great movies and he wants to make the best movies possible. So that I like, but you don't know what kind of output we're going to get from them. If that all goes down, shakes out and works out, I don't know. It's one less movie company. The WB is kind of gone essentially.
Yeah. I wonder if new ones will emerge. I feel like A24, I think they've been around for a while, but they started making real movement in the last few years. I wonder if this will force or leave space for new movie productions to grow and come into the spotlight.
And that's what I was thinking too. So many people are upset over this, and I'm like, well, if you just get enough people, you can come up with your own studio and make your own stuff. And that's kind of what we see right now with individuals that are doing like the AI trend with Star Wars and everything else out there. They're making their own content. And my prediction always was by the end of this decade, we would get a full-length movie that the fans created. But it seems like AI is kind of undercutting that in a way.
Yeah.
I still think we're going to get a full-length movie that I think we're all going to like eventually.
Fully AI?
I think that's going to happen. But as far as just like regular people in a movie in an old-fashioned, new-fashioned shot in digital.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that people aren't out there making them per se, but I think all these filmmakers are trying to get jobs and get paid because I mean, you make a Star Wars movie, you're probably going to lose money because it's all copyrighted and you can't make money off of it legally.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be wealthy people that do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So what did you not like about the trailer?
What did I not like about the trailer? Honestly, that we got to see Pedro's face. As soon as I saw that, I didn't like it because as soon as I saw that, I went, oh, either he's gonna. So my prediction is he's gonna die. And Pedro's been dying a lot in all the things he's doing, right? So either he's
did he die in Buffy?
Of course, he died in Buffy.
Okay, I don't know. I never watched.
He was there for one episode.
Oh, okay.
It was one episode. He got eaten by a vampire.
Wow.
Spoiler alert. 25-year-old spoiler alert. But That's why it makes sense to me if it's like Pedro's like, no, I have to be seen in the suit more, is because this is his last opportunity to be seen in the suit. And yes, I know there is a season 4, but now is season 4 the Mandalorian, but it's the Mandalorian in the sense of Grogu has now stepped up as a Mandalorian, right? And that's what my prediction and theory is, and kind of why I don't like it. Also, it just kind of null and voids the last season of him trying to regain his status with his group and stuff to be able to put his helmet back on. And I think now, like that, I'm saying it out loud. I think I'm remembering. Didn't the armorer? No, she gave Bo Katan. She said Bo can take her helmet off because she has to walk a different path or something like that, but not him when they went on their journey because Bo started to fall into that kind of culty vibe and energy of like, oh, I think I like this here. I think I'm okay with not taking my helmet off because then I'm just a Mandalorian. I'm not Bo Katan who gave up the dark saber and let Mandalore be completely taken.
Yeah, part of what I put in the title for the twist here, it's really caught on that a lot of people think that Din Djarin's going to die,
Yeah. Segue.
and
Did I segue perfectly? I did. I
yeah, we're
segued
doing it.
perfectly.
It's happening. So I don't get that feeling that he's going to die at the end of this movie. But when you look
Do you
at the
want to?
trailer and dissect it, you see a lot of Grogu by himself and on kind of his
Mm-hmm.
own adventure. It is entitled The Mandalorian and Grogu. And you see him do certain things without Din Djarin there, like swimming and going
Yeah.
through those sewers and taking on those aliens and encountering that one alien on the rocking chair.
Okay. He's a character
Yeah.
from like I think books or comic books, right? So when I did a little bit of a deep dive on it. No,
No.
it's not him. I thought it was like
So,
something where a fan created it and they won a
right,
contest and
right.
they put him in something.
It resembles that alien, but it's not spot on. And then I saw somebody brought up the fact that, oh, if you look at some of the other characters that made it from the comics or the graphic novels into like animation, they've modified their appearance. But I mean, maybe. I mean, that's a possibility. Anything's a possibility. But it's
Because
so far from what that character. And I think that character was actually the species that was Yoda's master
that's
as
what I was gonna
well.
say. Is it was it Yoda's master? Because then you get that green kind of Dagobah
Yeah,
scene where he's meditating, and then that character asks him, "Are you scared?"
right.
And he does this kind of little cooing yes kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like is he finding this weird balance between being a Jedi and a Mandalorian through someone who will train him to be a Jedi or at least tap into the force better? Cuz we clearly see his force abilities have grown.
Right.
And as we've seen with other like storylines in Jedi, it's like if you cut yourself off from the force, you're not going to be able to practice and be able to do those types of things, right?
Right.
Um so clearly he hasn't cut himself off from the force. Or does he go off on this like Luke journey to be kind of tap in train because he knows he needs to tap into the force more to be able to save Din?
And that's the major twist I want to talk about.
Oh,
When you hear it, when you hear it brought up, it sounds ridiculous. But then when you think about it and you watch that trailer and you remember back to everything that we've seen in the past, how Luke was his training started with Yoda, and then of course he left during Empire Strikes Back to go save his friends, and he was instructed not to. He didn't fall to the dark side. The big twist that everyone's talking about that we might get is what if Grogu falls to the dark side in this movie?
That'd be the weirdest thing possible
Right.
that they
It
could
sounds
do.
ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, but once you talk it out, once you think about the trailer, he's
Okay.
alone. We're presuming on Nal Hutta, meditating on that fallen tree that's over the little creek there. And then he meets this presumptive new mentor alien creature on a rocking chair, telling him things like what Yoda told Luke on Dagobah. Are you scared? You know, and he seems kind of not the best mentor, maybe for Grogu. And then if Din Djarin dies, he's all by himself, and he's kind of left to his devices. And he chose the Mandalorian way over choosing Yoda's lightsaber to stay with Luke to be trained. He's got a healthy amount of training. He can use the Force. If there's one element or character that can maybe nudge him towards the dark side, if Din Djarin dies in front of him,
Yeah.
he'll
I could
have
see
that
that.
like rage, and
Fear
he's
and
afraid.
anger.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. I mean, once you talk
Okay.
it all out, it seems more
Hold on.
feasible.
Hold on 1 second. I see. Okay, hold on. No. And let me tell you why. Because Yoda says that line.
Right.
Fear leads to anger leads to hate leads to the dark side. You know what, Yoda? We've clearly have now seen that you are very corrupt and hiding things from the get-go. So do I trust Yoda's statement when it comes to that? No, I don't. I also
Well, I mean,
feel
that's like a
like-
fundamental piece of
I
just
don't know.
yeah.
Because Ezra has anger and fear and hate. Oh. Hi, Craig.
Craig says
There's
there's no
no-
way they're killing Mando in this movie. Well,
Craig, you don't know. You don't know.
yeah. And I mean,
I'm telling you.
before, this is a Kathleen Kennedy produced film, and we all know that she wants to take risks.
I didn't mean
And
to make
Bob
that noise
Iger's
out loud.
gone. Bob Iger's still there, but he's gone. It's Josh D'Amaro's company now. And
Yeah.
they're seeing the backlash. They're seeing people not being interested. They got to do something. That's another factor, all this. They have to really do something. So,
Yeah.
and of course, Darth
Turning
Vader got
Grogu
killed
dark
off.
side.
Vader got
Grogu
killed
dark
off, but he's
side
still
is
in
not
the parks.
thing to do. Yeah, but turning Grogu dark is not the thing to do. We're not going to make this cute little character into a vicious murderer. That's not going to happen.
Well, they could leave it as a cliffhanger and have him go with that alien creature who's like really dark, and we see
No
like
way. Bo-Katan would come adopt him. She was like his adoptive mother in season 3. Or Timothy Oliphant's character, the sheriff guy. He'll come
Yeah.
pick him up. He's dying to
Cobb
come
Vanth.
back. Confidence. Yeah, he's dying to come back.
yeah, well, he is
Oh,
dying.
What's her face? Pelly.
Pelimoto.
There's so
She's-
many
she's
people
too
who would adopt
busy.
this child.
Yeah, she's too busy being a mechanic.
Lily the Frog. She'll come
Lily the
adopt
Frog.
him.
Craig says there is absolutely no way Din is dying and Grogu turns to the dark side.
You know what will happen, Craig? We'll get Luke, Force Ghost Luke. No, because he's still alive. Just kidding. We'll get the original 3 together in
Oh,
a
man.
scene. The 3 of them will come pick up baby Grogu and adopt him,
Okay.
and then he'll be Kylo's older brother.
So, with all that being said, we've had internal discussions at the podcast that we want to be more positive about things, guys. But when stuff like this drops, and I'm putting it on the screen right here, it's from Variety, so it's from a trade here. They're official. And they release this. It says some hashtag Disney staffers are concerned the unconventional 36-second Super Bowl spot for the Mandalorian Grogu failed to spark excitement. Duh. There's a
Literally.
sense Sean Levy's Starfighter is more likely to satisfy Star Wars fans when it hits theaters next spring. So it feels like the more time goes on, the more people talk about stuff. Sources who've seen footage praise Ryan Gosling's performance and suggest Levy has recaptured the franchise's spirit of fun. And there's an article about it on Variety.com. So it's like the Mandalorian Grogu is taking more hits here, and then now it looks like they're taking them internally, and it's. I don't want to talk about negative things, but I mean,
So here's how I view it, and I don't think it's negative. I think this is really positive because when the people inside the system are going, "Hey, we have concerns," and it's the same concerns that are being echoed by the fan base and stuff, then change is on the horizon. When it's coming from inside the system, outside the system, and stuff like that. And they're not wrong. Like, they're not saying, oh, Mando and stuff like that. I honestly think the reason Starfighter is getting more of this, like, yay, this is going to be exciting and new, is because it's just a new story. And Sean Levy is very open. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are not those guys. They are not the press tour guys. Like, even John, when he was like talking about the toys and everything like that, he's like clearly not uncomfortable, but he likes to keep things close to the chest because he wants people to have that experience in the theater, right? Like, go to the theater, see this stuff. And I think also a little bit is we're spoiled. We expect a lot, but the reality is they had a whole panel at Star Wars Celebration, literally just for the Star Wars fan base, where we got to see a trailer, we got to see the actors, have conversations. No other movie got that. Like, outside of like, Starfighter got a panel, didn't get a panel, but they got an announcement and stuff. We've gotten a teaser trailer, we got a Super Bowl little gimmick, and then we got a full trailer, and now we've got the toys and stuff. So I think we have now gotten a lot. I think we just expected more because it's been a very long time since they've done a movie. So I think we just wanted more fanfare, but I think they really have done quite a bit looking back at all of it. I think the problem is they announced it way too early.
yeah.
So there was just really big gaps of time between things that they were dropping. But I do like that. I like that the people inside are like, we have concerns because they're not promoting this, that this kind of falls in line with the Star Wars structure of things. So it doesn't feel as original, but it's because they can't. There's 3 seasons out there. They've got to follow this structure or everyone's going to start saying like, oh, none of this makes sense. Like as if Grogu turned to the dark side. That would make no sense.
Yeah, Craig here on Facebook's totally right. And the trailer came first. It's not an issue. And the 30-second spot is deemed as cute. I totally agree with that because we just wanted a trailer. I mean, that's all we want from Star Wars. When there's a new movie coming out, we want to see the trailer. We want to get the footage. We want to have something to talk about and look forward to. And that's like the main thing. Like, there's some things that Lucasfilm and Star Wars really get. They understand, which this is a segue to our next topic. We're going to talk about Celebration here in a bit. But when you go to Celebration, they have big panels and they talk. They have the director, they have the stars there, and they talk to us about what they can talk to us about. And they try and answer everything they possibly can without giving away a lot. And just this last Celebration in Japan, they had Ryan Gosling there with Sean Levy, and they seemed super excited. Ryan Gosling was so like to himself and composed. I wish he was a little bit more excited, but I guess that's just the way he is. His new movie, Project Hail Mary, is getting crazy great reviews.
Did you see it? No, you're seeing it on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going to see it on Wednesday.
That's right.
Wednesday at 11 a.m. Wildly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What theater, David?
Oh, jeez. I'm not going to say all that.
I need
the King Ranger Theater.
Anyone who's there, you see a guy in a Star Wars hat. It's David.
Yeah. And I've seen a little bit of footage. We get to see some at Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con, which is crazy to say that and for it to be truthful. But yeah, it was hysterical, funny. Lord and Miller, who famously got fired from the Solo film, their stuff is just brilliant. I mean, they're just great. So what were we talking about?
Well, at Celebration.
Celebration. Yeah. Yeah, Star Wars gets things right. They get a lot of things right, but they do get a lot of things wrong.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like
fair.
sometimes it's like so obvious that they shouldn't do certain things, like the whole trailer thing. They should have showed the trailer, or they should have showed 36 seconds of the trailer and then, or 34 seconds or 30 seconds, and the last 4 seconds go online, StarWars.com
Yes.
or YouTube.
That's what I was
to
going to
view
say.
the complete 2-minute long trailer, whatever. That's what should have kind of happened. But
I would
they
have-
didn't do that.
I would have been okay too with the like spot that they did, and at the end of it being like, "Go to the link. New trailer is now dropped online."
Yeah.
Then I would have been like, "Okay, cool. This was cute. I liked it. It's a nice little homage to Super Bowl commercials and stuff." And then now I get to go watch the trailer because the game sucked. So now I have something to do.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to do that though, because it's like you want to keep people engaged in the Super Bowl and the other commercials, but they have done that in the past.
Yeah.
They've said,
Also,
"Oh,
the
go
other
online
commercials were
now and
awful.
watch the trailer."
The other commercials were
Craig
awful.
says trailer at halftime. Instead
Yeah.
of halftime, instead of Bad Bunny, we should have had Mandalorian Grogu.
Absolutely not. Bad Bunny was wildly good.
You know what? I'm not sure if they've done this yet, but you know what I thought of today at work?
Mm.
I was like, you know how they do like the scary movie parody for horror films? Why has
Yeah.
anyone done a science fiction fantasy parody for all the big IP?
Why do I feel like they have?
I feel like they have too, but I was just, yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it is, but I feel like they have.
Yeah, Craig's making jokes on Facebook. He's calling it the Bad Baby halftime.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
And then he'd be in his little Darth cloak.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really hope that doesn't happen now. Now you've got it stuck in my head, and I'm so worried.
Well, I mean,
We're usually wrong, right?
we're usually wrong. Well,
So
like
we're
the
sa- I think
crazy
it's safe.
predictions are usually wrong, I would think.
Yeah.
But you would think there'd have to be some kind of twist in there, some kind of
I
thing
think
we
that
didn't
I
see
think the
coming.
twist is either he decides not to be a Mandalorian or Din passes
That's not
away
a big
in
twist.
some way. No, if he decides
I
to
mean, he
just
kind of
become a
already
Jedi.
has decided not to be a Mandalorian, right? Because he's living on that
No.
homestead with Grogu, and he's a
Oh
bounty
no,
hunter.
not him. Grogu. Grogu
Oh.
decided he's not going to be a Mandalorian, and he is going to be a Jedi, and that's why he has to take off from Din, and then like they go on these big adventures, and then Rada
Yeah.
the Hutt shows him like you don't have to do what your parents do. You can go do what you want to do.
I just had a vision.
That's what it is.
I just had a vision of Rada the Hutt doing his
Uh-oh.
worm walk,
Ugh.
and he's hiding Grogu in his mouth.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Can you imagine that? We always see
No.
like Jabba eat those frogs, and then Rada literally has a green giant frog in it. I mean, maybe they play on
Gosh.
that somehow.
I'm very interested to hear Rada the Hutt speak.
It's gonna be Jeremy Allen White.
I know. That's why I'm so interested. Also, like,
It's gonna
I
be the bear.
hated- Oh, the bear. I hated that they had the Hutt twins speaking basic. I hated that.
Yeah, the concept of it, yeah, but I didn't even mind it in the trailer. I didn't even notice it until somebody brought it up. I was like, oh yeah, that's the image and the moment that comes to my mind is that like worm creature in Solo talking like an old woman. That
Yeah.
did not work. That was just horrible. That had to be
Oh,
in
for-
alien language, and they didn't do it.
Yeah, for me, it gives me like Uncanny Valley feeling.
Yeah, like I
This
know a lot of
doesn't
people
connect.
love. Yeah, I know a lot of people love the Muppets, but it's like a Muppet type feel, and I don't
Yeah.
want that.
I felt like that character, this mystery character that has this, that asks him, "Are you scared?" feels like a Jim Henson Muppet.
It's a little over the top with the like Bayou Creole
Yes.
type
Is it
of
black, dark crystal?
backwoods. Oh yeah,
It's like
dark,
a dark
dark
crystal.
crystal.
It's like a dark crystal
Gosh,
puppet.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that's gonna be your favorite character of all time. Who knows? We don't know this yet.
Maybe I'll add him to the arm right
Oh
here.
gosh, yeah,
I got a spot for him right there.
yeah. It's Yoda's master, Craig says. That'd be
That's what
something
we
if there's
thought.
like, yeah, that is Yoda's master. He survived somehow. He
He is
outlived
very
Yoda.
old. That is very
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. That
Um,
creature lives for thousands of years. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Celebration though. Are you
Yeah,
excited?
celebration. What do you think? Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna go. It's in my backyard. Um, I did some research into like some of the concerns that came up a while ago.
Yeah.
I got more information. I asked myself a lot of questions, and I have decided I am gonna go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did. I did my due diligence to make sure I was good with it. So sometimes that's all
think
you need, people.
yeah, I think I'm going to go as well. This will be my 7th celebration.
This will be my second.
Yeah.
I met this one guy. I met two guys at Celebration in Japan. They're pretty cool. So
yeah.
we're all we're still best friends till this day.
Yeah. You know a guy or two?
I know two guys that I met at Celebration. No, actually, I know a bunch of people I met at Celebration that I'm still friends with, but two guys specifically.
I made the greatest friends at celebration. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah. That's a great thing about celebration. You make a lot of friends. You meet a lot of new
Yeah.
people. I mean, everyone's for the most part very friendly in the lines, and that's the great thing about celebration. You make
Yes.
lifelong friends. You have the opportunity, and you see old friends too.
Mhm.
I remember being in Japan, and it's so weird that you don't see these people in your day-to-day life, and then you end up on the other side of the planet, and they're like there walking around.
Yeah.
It's an odd thing, but yeah, that's the whole Star Wars family for you.
It really is. It's nice because everyone is there for the same reason, to celebrate Star Wars. Like this fandom, the story touched so many people that they are willing to cross oceans and countries to go celebrate with other people that is also so connected to it. It's just a really beautiful way for this community to connect and express how they feel and stuff like that. I remember there was never a line that I was not standing in that I did not make friends with people around me. So like I went with my husband, but we were both like very independent people. So it's like, oh, you want to see this? Cool. I'm gonna go see this, and like we'll break off from each other and we'll go do other stuff together, kind of thing. So there was a lot of times I was just by myself, standing in a line, and there was no way, no how that I was not end up friends with the people around me. And then
Yeah.
as celebration goes, you see them as you're crossing the hall and you're like, hey, what did you do today? Oh, I did this. Where are you going after? Oh, I'll meet you here, kind of thing. It was really, really nice. I think one father son that we made friends with were staying at the same hotel with us. We ended up going to Disneyland with them a couple of nights. My husband ended up going with them to like the Roosevelt event that was happening in like a downtown district area kind of thing. So like till this day, good friends with them and stuff. It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I did not expect walking up to these two guys being like, are you guys the Star Wars Stuff podcast? End up now hanging out and talking and going all over Texas. And where else are we going? We're going to Texas together, Vegas together.
Texas, Vegas.
You're coming to
LA.
LA a bunch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like selfishly for me, I like it when people's like, I remember in Japan, I was trying to walk to the opening line, and I wasn't sure if I was going the right spot, so I kind of stopped and I looked at the map, tried to figure out what to do. And a guy was walking to a line, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I love what you do." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Aw.
And I gave him a sticker. And I think he was one of the only people at Celebration that stopped me. And like I say on the podcast all the time, people will look and they'll like stare at me, and you can see like the gears turning in their head. Like, wait a
Is
minute,
that him?
I know this person from somewhere. And you've had
Yeah.
those same experiences now.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have. Even like during my day job, one of the locations that I was at, some girl came up to me, she goes, "You look really familiar." And then she was like, "Oh, you like Star Wars, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." She's like, "I think I follow your podcast." And I was like, "Oh, wow, thanks," and stuff. And then she showed me her Padawan braid that she's been working on for the last 3 years. And I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah. At Disneyland, I get said hello to quite a bit at Disneyland. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's really nice.
So
So,
celebration
celebration
tickets.
tickets. Jinx, you owe me
Great
a big red.
minds. Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Celebration tickets, yes. The celebration tickets, we don't know exactly when they're going to go on sale. We'll probably get all kinds of notifications on X and
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
So we're expecting those sooner than later, right?
Yeah. Last year, not last year, I guess the year before, 2024, they went on sale in May. I looked at my emails today. I had
Mhm.
bought in my tickets for celebration in May. And I remember thinking, okay, we've got less than a year, 11 months to plan this trip and get out there. But that was my first celebration, first time buying tickets, and I was able to get the 3-day pass. And I still to this day claim I was like 20 seconds away from getting into the queue to get VIP. Literally sold out like 10, 20 seconds before I got in.
Yeah, and this is a big celebration. This is the celebration of the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. It's
Mm-hmm.
4 days. Japan was 3. This is 4 at the LA Convention Center in Los Angeles, California,
Good luck,
in the
guys.
United States of America. If you're
I was so
listening,
bummed out. I
you're so bummed out.
remember, okay, so fun story. David and James knew before everybody else, before it got announced, because they had some insider information.
Insider.
Yeah, they were insider traders for Star Wars
Also, the same thing
information.
for Japan. I had a friend that was like, "I know where the next one's going to be," and I'm like, "Okay, well, tell me." He's like, "Oh, I can't tell you." I was like, "Well, why did you tell me that you knew and you can't tell me now?"
That you did the same thing to me.
Well, I mean,
So we were standing there, and you guys were like, "Oh, we know where it's going to be. Do you want to guess? We can't tell you. You have to guess." So I
yeah,
started guessing places, and I was like hoping it was going to be like France or Italy, because then
France.
it gives me an excuse to like travel more, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
guess I don't need it. I could just travel, but I was like, great, celebration will be at Disneyland Paris next year, or maybe
oh,
it'll be in
jeez.
China, and we'll go to like Shanghai. But you guys were making me guess, and I could not guess it. And then you guys told me, and my gut reaction was like, no.
I mean, on the
I don't
podcast, we were
want to drive
guessing
to LA.
every podcast leading up to Japan celebration where the next one was going to be, and I was like thinking maybe
Yeah.
San Francisco, but then everyone was telling me they don't have the infrastructure anywhere
They
to
don't.
support a celebration. It's like, okay, well, I mean, it's weird because we all thought Anaheim is just go back to Anaheim, go back to kind of like the most popular
Which
place,
that
which
would
is
have
more
made
convenient.
sense.
Yeah, convenient
Yes.
for all the stars and John Williams. So,
Well, Anaheim has enough space because the Honda Center. So what they've been doing for like D23, right?
mhm,
D23 is like the Disney version of Celebration. And they use the Anaheim Convention Center, and they have shuttles to the very within I think 3 to 5 miles maximum. You can take a shuttle to the Honda Center, which is this huge, you know, huge space, right? Where
yeah,
they could do a lot of panels. So that's what they've been doing for D23. So it made sense. But as soon as you guys said LA and I got over the instant shock, I was like, ah, they're doing this to prepare for the Olympics because the Olympics will be coming to LA the year after and stuff. And right now, the city has been going through a lot of renovations between public transportation, infrastructure, these convention buildings, the hotels around it, etc. So it makes sense. Like this is like kind of the city's test run.
So yeah, you bring up the Honda Center. So
Mm-hmm.
the equivalent to that in LA for the LA Convention Center is the Crypto.com arena right next door. So
Yeah,
if they
but they
want to
won't
do a
use
major
it.
panel, they could have 18,000 people in there.
Yeah, but the LA Convention Center. So I went to LA Comic Con in the same convention in the LA Convention Center. The way it is set up, realistically, will be like LA Comic Con, where they have there's
How many
multiple
people can they
levels.
fit in their biggest panel room?
So their panel rooms can all open up into each other.
Okay. So
So
what do you
they
think
have
the
rows
max
and rows.
capacity would
I
be
think
for
they'll
one of their
do
panels?
so I think they're going to do a main floor for a main panel space. I think the like major panels will be on the right wing side
Mhm.
and stuff, and it'll be 4 rooms worth, which will be basically the same size as the main stage in Japan. But it's not as nice. It's not like a theater like the one in
Yeah,
Japan
not
was.
stadium style seating.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
stadium style.
hmm. Do you
And
think it's
then the bottom
thousands of
floor will be
people that can
artist.
fit in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I think I, as well as everyone else, figures that everyone living that's been in Star Wars, that's been a major contributor, is going to be there.
That's the hope, but you never know.
Yeah, I think we're going to get the likes of Adam Driver, Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, Liam Neeson. I think they're all going to be there.
Or do you think they're gonna sign and do photo ops, or you think they're just gonna be there for like a
Not all
main
of them. I
stage
don't think
represent?
that's the case. I don't think Samuel L. Jackson's going to sign. I don't
Do you
think
think
Liam
they're gonna have
Neeson's going
them
to
come up on
sign.
stage, just like
Yeah, have them up on stage.
a
Maybe do a big
celebration?
fake out, like they're all sending in videos and then they walk in
I
and
could
they're
see that.
actually there. That whole thing.
I could see
Um,
a couple panels too. What was your experience? Blah blah blah. What stories? Things like
yeah, well,
that.
they had like the 40th panel that where me, Craig, Colin, James attended. We were all there, and that had the likes of George Lucas came out, Kathleen Kennedy came out first, Warwick Davis hosted it. Every living member of OG Star Wars was there. And then Samuel L. Jackson sent in the video, Liam Neeson sent in the video.
Nice.
And then we got the concert from John Williams. I don't think that's happening. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
No.
Maybe he's going to direct it from a chair. I mean, conduct from a chair. I don't know.
I think he'll attend, but the conductor who does the LA Philharmonic,
Mm.
he does the Hollywood Bowl theater. He does the Hollywood Bowl experience with John Williams and stuff. So he takes over some of the conducting. John Williams can't do it
Mm.
all. And so I think he will do the conducting if they do like a whole music of Star Wars, sounds of Star Wars. I think or it might be Ludwig.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Do you think it would be inappropriate for Ludwig to conduct the Star Wars themes? I don't know.
I don't. I think John William will give him the blessing, like a passing of the
Okay.
torch, right? Like,
Yeah, that'd be cool to see that.
I wonder if Ryan Coogler will be there, though. Coogler, if Ludwig is there, because they're best friends, and he's
Yeah,
a huge
that's the
Star
other
Wars
thing too.
fan.
It's like how many other like non-Star Wars celebrities will attend
A
this thing?
lot.
Because I mean,
It's
this is
right
a
in their
big deal.
backyard. I think a
Yeah,
lot will, because I mean, if you really think about it, how many? I think definitely, Carrie Fisher's daughter will be there,
yeah,
and
Billy
her
Ward.
family. Yep, she'll be there. I don't know if Harrison Ford will be there.
Oh, he'll be there.
I don't know.
I mean, he was there for
Galaxy's Edge.
2022.
Oh,
He
Yeah.
just crashed his airplane in 2015, so he couldn't go to that one. I think he broke something.
I don't know. He just feels like he's so done with Star Wars.
Well, this will be it. The 50th
I
is
don't
it.
know.
I
I don't
think this
know.
is. I think after this one, it'll be. I wonder how Celebration will evolve, because once the 50th hits, I think that's a landmark and a benchmark point. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say this. It's almost like,
Half of the
I don't
people
want to
who
say
will be
out
at the
with the
50th, no, half of the people who will
yeah.
be at the 50th will not be alive for the 75th.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
that's just how
But
it
I think
is.
after the 50th, I don't think anyone's gonna come back, because there's no like big like numbered landmark anniversary. Um,
So one thing that I thought was weird that happened at Celebration, and I'm curious what will happen at if the 50th, there was no representation of the sequels at Japan. Originally, Oscar Isaac was supposed to be there. He backed out. My guess is filming Doomsday
mhm.
as Moon Knight. Are they going to have Daisy Ridley? Like, she's supposed to have a whole thing coming out,
Yeah,
right?
I think
Are they
she'll
going to
be
be there?
there. I think the big three and Adam Driver will be there.
I think Adam Driver will be. I don't know. After this whole hunt for Ben Solo, maybe he's like, you guys don't want me to even be in any more movies. Why would you want me there for this, right?
Yeah.
Like,
My dream is that they kind of play on their characters. Like
mm,
Hayden Christensen walks out as Darth Vader, and like they play the Imperial March and everything, and he calls his son up on stage, and it's Mark Hamill. And then Mark Hamill's like, "Mom," and it's Natalie Portman. She walks out, and then she's like, "Grandson,"
oh my
and then
gosh.
Adam Driver walks out. I hope they do something like that. I hope they play on that, because they've never all been together in the
That would be
same room.
wild.
Yeah, to
That would be
see.
wild.
Yeah, that would be perfect for the 50th if they could
Yeah, if it
somehow
was
get
going to happen,
that.
it would happen here for sure.
Yeah, this is the only time this can happen. So
Yeah.
I hope we see it.
I don't know. I just hope there is some sequel representation this time around. What's his face? Why can't I remember his name? Who
What's
plays
it's
Finn? The guy
oh
with the
John
face.
Boyega.
John Boyega. I don't know if he'd go.
Oh heck yeah, he'll go.
I don't know.
He'll
I
go. He's
genuinely
up
just
for it.
I don't know.
I think he is.
I think like maybe their contract, if they do show, I feel like it's because they're contractually obligated to go to something like this.
No, not for Celebration. I
I don't
don't think
know.
so.
Maybe it's like,
I
hey, you
think
have to
once
be attend this thing.
I kind of think they all kind of understand the gravity of everything that's going to go on for the 50th celebration. This is it. You're you're probably not going to have a lot of these stars for the next, like I said before, like the next big numbered celebration or anniversary date. So, I mean, this
Yeah.
is it. I think after this, you'll probably all the original trilogy people will probably kind of move on to other things, except for like maybe Anthony Daniels or someone like that loves to do
Oh,
celebration and panels and
he
live it up.
does.
Yeah.
He is a peach, that man. I have a picture with him, and he is so, so nice. He had a very long line, and he had to leave to do a panel and stuff. And he's like, as we're walking in, he's like, I am so sorry. This does have to be quick. I greatly appreciate you. And then he hands you this little C3PO statue, and you guys like just take a little picture together. It was really sweet. And then,
Yeah, I remember in 2015 he came out in the lines and was like
aw,
high fiving and shaking hands and
aw,
that whole thing. It was real cool.
he is a good ambassador for Star Wars. Him and
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of groupings they can do
Oh yeah.
for the movies and animation, and that would be really cool to be like, we're gonna bring out all the clones, the Bad Batch, and it's just D. Bradley Baker walking out, and hopefully he gets a great ovation,
He
because
would. He would totally
that
do.
guy has done a lot a lot of voices, a lot of work in Star Wars. Hopefully he gets a really great ovation. So
Zach got to meet him, right? He's the one. Zach got the autograph.
Yeah, I think so.
And Zach was telling us the story that
as he was signing for each Funko Pop, he was doing the individual voices for the Bad Batch. Yeah, I mean that's like a major talent. That guy is like supremely talented with that, and he's just one of the underrated people that has continued to make Star Wars great. So,
oh yeah, agreed.
Hopefully, he gets, as the kids say, his flowers. So,
kids say that.
I think so, don't they? That's
I don't know.
Term. I don't know.
I don't know any kids.
Well, I work with a bunch of them, and they say stuff. Yeah, and then I look online. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else you want to talk
about? Get ready to buy Celebration tickets if you're going to buy Celebration tickets. Maybe me and James, since we live in LA, will do a little quick rundown pod of like where to stay, where not to stay, kind of thing as time gets closer and stuff like that. But
yeah,
keep an eye out. And if you're gonna be in San Antonio, we'll be at SpaceCon. You come say hi. I ordered more buttons today.
Yeah, we'll have buttons. I remember that story we told in Chicago where we were almost.
But when will you get more buttons?
Told off about not having buttons.
But when will you have?
Where are the buttons? We don't have buttons. When will you have buttons? It's almost like the Elijah Wood wig interview.
How would we know buttons?
That? Will you wear buttons? Will you make buttons? When will you have more buttons? It's like we never had buttons. So, but Mary just said we'll have buttons. So we have buttons now.
We have buttons. I have hundreds of buttons currently.
Yeah.
I'll be at Star Wars Night. If you're going to be at Star Wars Night, either the 30th, the 4th, or the 6th.
I might be there too. Who knows?
Dun, dun, dun.
With Mary, just waiting.
I think James is going a day too.
Okay. James will be there too.
Yeah.
Where's James right now?
He's probably, what time is it? Oh,
making buttons.
Probably asleep. Just hobbling over some buttons, pulling it down. Not even stickers. He's making
the button goblin.
People probably think we're making fun of him. We're not making fun of James. We're just picturing him making buttons, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, guys. Yeah. Buttons. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter. If I can bring it up.
Oh
no. The wrong button. Blue Sky, Threads.
Okay.
Support us on Patreon. We're on TikTok, doing dances. Email starstuffpodcast@gmail.com. We're on
Do you know how to dance?
What do you mean? Everyone knows how to dance. What are you talking about?
No, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Well, you didn't say good dancing, bad dancing.
You know what? If you guys see us at San Antonio at SpaceCon, come to a booth and we'll make David dance for you now that he has claimed he can dance.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
You have to be, that's your prize. If you beat Craig at trivia, you get to watch David dance.
Yeah, I think Marquise Ford just loved us on Facebook. So thank you so much. So he says Rebel Scum Con and Space Con. Sorry, just jumped in. Yes, we'll be at both of those. You can see us. You can pick up all kinds of good stuff. We're going to have Funko Pops.
Buttons.
Necklaces.
Buttons.
Lightsabers, maybe buttons.
I have so many buttons.
Yeah.
I have Darth Maul buttons.
Yeah.
I have Grogu buttons.
Yeah, we'll be around. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we're going to release more episodes here coming up, of course. We have a website, starstuffpodcast.com. James promised to write some articles, some really cool articles, so look out for that. And countdowntothegeeks.com. South by Southwest is happening. Hopefully I get into the room where Steven Spielberg is giving his keynote speech. And then
Nice.
maybe I'll get to see Disclosure Day with them in the theater. Last year, I got to see Age of Disclosure with Michael Bay,
Wow.
which is wild. And Richard
That
Linklater was there
is.
too.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm totally crashing San Diego Comic-Con with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm crashing it.
The badges are crazy expensive. That's all I'll say. And
Okay. I think I found an
security's
in.
pretty heavy.
I
But
found
once
an
they-
in.
Yeah, once last year they knew who I was at South by Southwest, they're just like, that's just that one guy. So yeah. And of course, leapingsabers.com. And also we want to plug our artist buddy joecoroni.com because he's gonna be at SpaceCon. They just made the announcement, so he'll be there. And
He'll have art for sale.
oh yeah, for sure. The
Okay.
art behind me, you see behind me, that's Joe Coroni.
That's wonderful.
So yeah, those were San Diego Comic-Con premiered posters.
Nice.
I have them up. I'm about to take them down because of reasons, and I already talked to Joe about it. And he's like, "Yeah, okay, I understand." So,
Sad. You can give it to me. I'll put them behind me.
well, no,
I'll
I
make
mean they're gonna
space.
go somewhere in my house or maybe on the
Ah,
side walls or
lame.
whatever. But
I thought I was gonna be able to get you. I thought I was gonna be able
well,
to
you
get
can buy them from joecoroni.com, or when you go to SpaceCon, you can buy them. You can have them signed.
I
in
love
front.
a good signed art.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been
I
around.
love good
He's,
signed art.
I mean, he really doesn't toot his own horn, but I mean, he worked on the West End Star Wars game, which is
Nice.
an iconic piece of Star Wars, which I didn't know until he brought it up on the podcast, and I was like, "Whoa,
That is
What?
very cool.
yeah,
So
So,
definitely go by his booth. You'll find me there.
yeah,
Getting more art for my walls.
yeah." And Marquise Ford says, "Beskar socks, thanks." Okay, I think he won the Beskar socks from us. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah. From our booth. All right. So for Mary, my name's David, and may the force be with you.
Always. Pew, pew, pew.
This is the way.
I am one with the force, and the force is with me.
Dewanamanga.
I am no Jedi.
This could go forever. I'm just going to end it here.
Bye.
Bye, guys.